Okay, we'll get started. First question from me. Iga, a tough one out there today. Can you just give us your overview on the match and Elena's performance today as well?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not happy with the result. It was a high-intensity match, and first set was tight. Like, few points made the difference. But in second set, for sure, like she improved the serve. She was going for the shots, and it got much tougher.
Thank you. Questions, if you could raise your hand, please. Sure, we'll start off in front.
I'm going to ask you a very technical question this time. Tell us what's the biggest lesson you learned from this Australian Open?
Well, honestly, I know what I need to improve, and it's kind of the same stuff that I had in my mind before the tournament as well. So there's no like breakthrough lesson. I'm just gonna keep doing my job, and hopefully on next tournament I'll get some stuff settled in terms of what I wanted to do with my game.
Next question. Carol.
Hi, do you think, is it more a strategy issue you had today or more technical? Is it your serve that kind of, because you started well, I'm just wondering if you get out of this match thinking, okay, I need to play completely differently, or just on your own game technically things that you want to change?
Well, for sure I didn't serve as well as, I don't know, in Cincinnati, for example, against Elena. My serve was kind of normal, and sometimes it could have gave me a bit more. As I said, like in first set, I think it was a difference of couple points, and she also, I felt, gave me some chances on her serve, and sometimes I used them, sometimes it was like 30-all, and for example, I missed one return. I wanted to be aggressive on the second serve, so sometimes, yeah, you will make mistakes, but if you want to break, you need to make it in the moment like that. And then in a second set, I felt, I don't know, that the pace from her got a little bit even higher, and she was more precise, and maybe I dropped the intensity at the beginning especially. But it's like I have some stuff I want to work on, and it's never been so like flawless for me playing on these courts, as they're fast, so I guess I'll try next time anyway.
Charlie, go ahead.
You mentioned there how Elena stepped up her serve in the second set. How tricky was that because it felt like you were in a couple of games and then she just blast down an ace or a big serve at a key moment. How hard is that to kind of keep believing when a player's doing that?
Well, it's her game, I wasn't surprised. And I already had that kind of feeling against her, so you gotta just focus on yourself and on your service games. But yeah, my serve wasn't like the best, so it was hard to do that, to keep the score even in the second set.
Also, you've said a couple of times here you know what you need to work on. Are you able to kind of share what you think those things are?
Well, some technical stuff like that have been pretty tough for me to have a smooth, process in terms of changing them. I see Carlos, for example, like changing his serve every year, and for me, it's like one little thing takes much longer time. So there are some stuff on the serve that I want to change, and I already changed that, in the preseason, but then the matches come and you don't have that much time to think about this. You don't want to think about these kind of details when you play, so then it comes back to the old patterns, and so basically I'll focus on that, and I'll see from there, because for sure there are some stuff that I can change to play better, and I'll try to do that in next weeks and months.
Bonnie.
Arena said in the past that she would not hesitate to skip some of the 1,000 tournaments if she feels that she has a need for rest or work. I was wondering what's your view on it, and since you're considering working on technical stuff, if you think it may be beneficial to you to actually take some time off, despite of the calendar, to just work on technical stuff?
Yeah, I don't feel it's possible to do that, in this short period of time that we have between tournaments. So last year's I had trouble with making this kind of decision, but this year I'm trying to change my approach. So I think for sure we'll skip some 1,000 tournaments. I was never in this position, so I don't know what the result will be, but I think it's necessary because if you want to improve your game, unless I want to stay the same and just prepare for every tournament, then I can do that as well and I'll play well. But if I want to improve something, it would be nice to have some time, and unfortunately calendar doesn't give that.
Ben.
Hey, I wanted to ask about something that Coco was actually talking about last night, which is about the cameras backstage at the tournament, filming people in all sorts of orders and stuff. I know you got filmed recently for getting your credential and stuff, and they just sort of are always on camera in a lot of different tournament areas. I'm wondering if you think there should be more privacy for players and their teams as they're back there, or how you sort of see the balance of that versus them trying to have entertainment and constant content coming out.
Yeah, the question is are we tennis players or are we animals in the zoo where they are observed even when they poop, So, okay, that was exaggerating, obviously, but it would be nice to have some privacy, and it would be nice also to, I don't know, have your own process and not always be observed. For example, I don't know, in other sports you have some maybe technical things that you want to do, and you have, I don't know, honestly, I don't follow other sports that much, but I guess it would be nice to have some space where you can do that without the whole world watching, I don't know, on Wimbledon there are courts on Orangi, people with accreditation can get there, but it's without the fans. On Roland Garros there's Jambois. There's some spaces that you can at least go when you need to, but there are some tournaments where it's impossible and you're constantly observed, if not by the fans who can just buy some ground passes and go to your practice, then by the cameras. For sure it's not simple. I don't think it should be like that because we're tennis players, we're meant to be watched on the court, so, and in the press, that's our job. It's not our job to be a meme when you forget your accreditation, and it's funny, yeah, for sure, people have something to talk about, but for us, I don't think it's necessary, and yeah.
The tournament about it here?
What's the point?
Okay, last two English questions, Eleanor, then Elena.
You've been playing at night, and then today you were first up. I just wonder how difficult was that? Were the conditions very different? And just in terms of kind of adjusting your day?
I mean, I like the day conditions, so I felt like it's a positive thing for me. But the day rhythm for sure was much different because honestly, since Sydney, where I played 4 night sessions and 1 day session at the beginning of the tournament, I've been going to sleep at 1 a.m. and waking up at 10:30. So for sure today I had to adjust, but it's not a problem. I have my ways to do that, and I was completely ready today, so it didn't really matter.
Last question.
Hey, Iga. Good run. I'm curious, compared to last year when you lost here in the semis to Madison, how do you feel about the state of your game, and how do you have more regrets about this tournament or that one?
Well, I felt last year I was playing a bit better, but on the other hand, before Madison, I haven't played with any flat heavy hitters, so the first chance that I got to win a match like that was against Maddie, and I lost it. I was close, but I lost it still. I felt I don't know, last year it was a new relationship with Wim. He also we changed some stuff that was for me, a bit of a eureka moment. And this year, we didn't manage to like completely close the stuff that we wanted to change in the preseason. It just got a bit longer for me to change some stuff, So this year I felt like I also needed to like work on it during the tournament. And that's why maybe, I don't know, I felt like I played like tiny bit worse, but I don't think honestly that mattered. Like both tournaments are still good, like if you want to win, for sure it would be nice to play even better, But yeah, like as I always said, winning and playing on a slam is tough. So I'll just try another time, and hopefully with the experience and with another year of me playing and practicing, I'll be able to start next tournament, next Australian Open, with some more skills or more variety, or with this stuff that I wasn't able to completely work on. Like maybe I will have it next year.
Okay, we'll leave it there with English and then 2 in Polish.
Thank you.
Thank you.